before I met Ramdas, before I met Maharaji. It was a tremendous longing in my heart that couldn't find peace. No matter what I did, it couldn't quiet that longing. I couldn't calm that longing. And it was pushing me around, to do a lot of things that were not successful. They didn't help me. It was only after I met Ramdas in 1968, after he had come back from India the first time, that I experienced that connection that has never changed from that moment to this. And that was the presence of my Guru.
Neem Karoli Baba?
Ji.
Okay. I don't even know where to begin this topic about Maharaj or Neem Karoli Baba, but there's a Hanuman Murti to your left. Do you see them as one and the same? Because for a lot of Indians, we see it that way.
Sure, I understand. And the short answer is yes. The long answer is a little bit more complicated because we can't know who and what Hanuman really is. Maharaj used to look at the Hanuman Bandarchi, he would say, in Pahari, he would say. They say Hanuman's a monkey. And he would laugh. He said, who's Hanuman? And we'd give all the regular answers, the perfect servant, the great. He said, Nay, Ram ke swas hai. The breath of Ram. What does that mean? We don't know what Ram really is. So how can we know what it means, the breath of Ram? But breath means life, connection, energy, transmission, right? These things we really don't understand. And it's good to understand that we don't understand because that opens us up to receiving, something real. Normally we're, chopping things up and fitting them in categories. So that was the thing about Maharaji. Being with him, all you could do was be in awe. There was no way of grasping what was really in front of you. It was just too extraordinary,
There's a lot of people in our office, lots of people in this room included, who are in awe of the fact that you're with us today. Because in so many ways, many of us here in India feel that we receive Neem Karoli Baba's blessings through your music and your voice.
Well, I can't argue with you. Because I also feel the same way. I also feel his blessings when I sing. That's why it's my main practice. That's why it's the thing I like to do the most, because I get to immerse myself more deeply in that presence at that time. And really, he comes through. He created this whole Leela. I'm just a puppet. I'll tell you, in 1972, he built a new temple to Durga, Vindhyavasini Durga Devi, in the courtyard in Kainchi. And they brought in a pujari. After a few days, they caught him stealing the money from the box, right? Gave him some rupees, sent him home. Brought in a second one. Caught him stealing the money from the box. Gave him some rupees and sent him home. Brought in a third one. Caught him stealing some money. So the guys who ran the temple, they came, Baba, we can't find a pujari that won't steal. What will we do? Maharaji goes, my pujari won't steal. Your pujari? Who's that? Krishna Das. So I was summoned from the back of the temple where the Westerners spent most of their time banished to inner darkness. And I was asked to sit out there and be the pujari and distribute the Charanamrit. Many years later, Siddhima, who was Maharaji's great disciple, she said that when Maharaji made me the pujari and asked me to distribute the Charanamrit in 1972, he created this whole Leela. And I'm still distributing the Charanamrit in the form of the name. Did he ask me? Did he say he was going to do that? No. He just, Siddhas, this is what they do. They just do. And then you live through it.
How do you explain the word Siddhas to someone who doesn't know what that means?
Well, Siddha itself has many different meanings. In this case, I'm meaning a perfect being, a realized being. Siddhis are powers, and people can do all kinds of things, but a Siddha is a person a being who is so at one with the universe that everything they do, their only motivation is compassion for us and to help us recognize the love that lives within us. That's their only job, is to bring us into that oneness. So that's what a Siddha is. And they have the ability to change things. Just like a movie director can change the way the movie shows. They're kind of, in a sense, making up this movie for us so we can live out our karmas.
They can bend reality a little bit?
Do you know what reality is? I don't.
Okay.
But let's just say they can make what has to happen. They can change the storyline. And they can help us overcome, the stuff that we do that creates suffering for ourselves and others and negative karmas for ourselves. They can, out of their love, because they experience that we're all part of one being. Maharaj used to we go like that, and we go like, wait a minute, what are we getting busted for, Something we did, something we're thinking of doing, or something we're going to do. We said, Baba, what does it mean when you do that? He'd go, what does that mean? Many names, many forms, all one. He said all the time, sub-ek. The ultimate reality is that there's only one of us in the whole universe. The delusions are that we are separate. You think you're you, I think I'm me. And from that delusion, all the nonsense comes.
Yeah, I look at life that way, where I think I'm me and I think you're you, until I hear you singing, in which case we become one.
That's true, because the name has that power, the repetition of the name.
If you enjoyed this clip from the Ranveer Show, we've uploaded a ton of other clips related to a ton of other topics. So explore the channel, because there's something for everyone.